1,064 steps straight up into the clouds, and almost no one climbs this mountain. Today we're taking it on, starting at a completely different island and then bugging out.
Yeah, we probably should have thought that through.
My island home, let me tell you about where I'm from. My island in the sun.
Sint Eustatius can be a rolling anchorage, and while catamarans handle it better,
Monashee still moves, just enough to remind you who's boss.
and with a swell forecast building overnight, we may not be here much longer.
For those that say I have no comparison for a catamaran to a monohull, you just check that out in front of us. If it's Statia, we got up before the sun rose, before the moon went to bed. That means we're off to Saba. It's early. It was dark out, but for a few minutes ago. So Saba, very small island rocky nation. I forgot my exploring hat, got my ball cap. So this is gonna be a sunshiny day. But here we are. We'll see how many people come along this road with us.
All right.
Adventure awaits.
We go get.
The Ferry covers the 25-mile
40-kilometer.
crossing to Saba in about 60 minutes at speeds up to 25 knots, making it a fast and affordable trip, with tickets costing about $100 round trip. Aren't you usually the early bird?
Got the tequila worm last night, obviously. Welcome to Saba. I hope you enjoyed the vertical. It is a steep little town.
Saba is a 5-square-mile volcanic island known as the Unspoiled Queen. No sandy beaches, just rugged cliffs, lush rainforest, and
A hike up a mountain that'll have you question your life choices.
we learned from our mistakes and grabbed a 15-minute shuttle because the walk to the trailhead alone is over 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it turns out warm-up hike is code for cancel the summit attempt.
A few sticks.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 You know?
We will look for sticks. Okay.
So this is one already.
Yeah.
And,
Sure. Take it.
and believe me, man, you're going to need them.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yes, that's
Let the long walk begin. It always starts with laughter and optimism. Then reality taps you on the shoulder. So you're telling me I could have been dropped off here?
Yeah.
But I don't want to drop off.
No, I know.
Start from there.
So with a machete,
Yeah. I always
our
have
own
with me.
sticks.
How did we get here? How did we find this place? I'm looking back now. I can barely see your face.
I'm not saying that anybody misled me, but when I was told stairs up, I thought that was like steps or something. No, they're actually counting freaking stairs with a lot of steps in between. So let me get this straight. You didn't ask if they had extra beer?
Apparently she did not.
Man. Priorities.
How did we get here? How did we find this place? I'm looking back now. I can barely see your face. I still smell your perfume when the soft breeze blows from the corner of my eye. I turn to see you go.
Rising 2,887 feet above Saba,
880 meters.
Mount Scenery is the highest point in the Kingdom of the Netherlands.
Yeah, Mount Scenery is appropriate for a name, but Cardio Crisis was also available.
While the jungle below is still, the summit of Mount Scenery is blasted by steady 20-knot trade winds,
37 kilometers, 24 miles per hour.
with gusts strong enough to remind you this mountain isn't just a climb, it's a fight.
Here we are at the highest point in the Netherlands, on top of the mountain Saba. Looking down, and those are clouds whipping by us. That is how high up we are.
I can barely see your face. I still I'll smell your perfume when the soft breeze blows from the corner of my eye. I turn to see you go.
When you have to crawl on all fours to go somewhere. This is awesome.
I turn to see you go.
Where's the Amstel? Where's the Heineken?
All we need some.
Man, some Carib, anything. Can you believe these guys walk up and down the trail each day, packing what they need for work?
The Huancho Iruskeen Airport has the shortest commercial runway in the world, just 400 meters.
Missed the landing, and you're checking in with the Ocean Hotel. The walk back down took even longer.
110 minutes.
It was brutally hard on the knees. Congratulations for doing
We survived
the scenery.
to talk about it.
We'll do the wrap up in a few minutes, but first.
Cheers. All right.
What do you think about the hike?
Spectacular at the top.
Yep.
A long haul.
So you said it was spectacular at the top. What about the hike up and down?
It's 1,065 stairs.
But that doesn't mean steps or elevation. That has no correlation to
No
difficulty other
elevation.
than
Elevation. We were what? The end. 2,800 something.
and
Sea level. Yeah.
Yes.
That was hard.
thank you. I was looking for somebody
No,
to say it.
that was
Pretty tough.
hard.
Tough line.
That's a tough climb.
Just a slow, steady.
On behalf of everybody else in the world, it was hard.
That was hard.
And
Coming
it was
down was easy.
harder coming down for me. And to be up in the clouds,
Yeah.
Looking down.
Looking down.
and the clouds rushing by your cheeks, that was very bizarre.
But we made it to the highest elevation in all of the Netherlands.
That
The
is
Kingdom
correct.
of the Netherlands.
That's
Kingdom of the
correct.
Netherlands.
Every island,
Every island,
country.
every country belonging
Got it.
to the Netherlands. And we were at the highest point.
So cheers to you guys for
cheers
doing it.
to us
We
for
saved
us.
this one for you.
Yeah. It's great.
We're gonna need more beer.
So here we are in Saba, Dutch West Indies, and we meet people from Saskatchewan. And you guys all did the hike, so I'm very impressed. High fives all the Get some good karma out of that. Hope you enjoy your time in Saba.
Thank you.
Hope next morning you have some leave. You pop down. Husband's gonna write a script for everybody, right? Okay, perfect. Well, nice to meet you guys. If you're jazzed by the joy we're jamming, just jab the juicy like and subscribe buttons below. It jolts our journey, sending adventurers to us like Jackie George, Terence White, Simply Allan Show, Navdeep Sharma, and the Book of Eli. We're here with Emily, and everything's in Saba, and she is autographed and designed specifically the stapler that we need. Thank you very much, Emily. This is gorgeous. Oh, look at that. Different writing on both sides. Saba. Dutch Caribbean. That is a souvenir gift right there.
Beyond the great views, Cyril wanted to show us about the town, the bank, artwork, and the Holy Rosary Church where he had played on the worship team.
You know, no matter how beautiful the building is, it's always the people that make it.
I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it.
And we were told to take a quick stop at the Sacred Heart Church because the artist who painted the little angels on the ceiling used the faces of his daughter and her friends.
Now that's cute. We're here with Cyril from Taxi Service Number 1, who gave us a ride from the seaside up to the trailhead, picked us up at the restaurant, toured us around the island, took us to church, had us baptized, we sang, then to another church, saw the angels, and then brought us back down again.
And best of all, thank you for the sticks.
Oh,
yeah,
great. And you never give me sticks back.
They're on the trailhead.
Okay, thank you.
Upon the sign.
Okay, I will pay you.
Drop this off.
I will pay you. Thank you.
So if you need Cyril, we'll just drop his name in the comments down below.
Thank you.
Check him out at Saba. Thank you again,
You're
sir.
welcome.
So thank you, Cyril and Saba. You made us feel welcome.
That's pretty comfortable. I like my seat compared to yours.
The reclining one?
Yeah, the reclining seats are pretty good.
So right, I'll be asleep soon. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know you can fall asleep. Hopefully I get to watch like Perfect Storm, The Meg,
Yeah,
some good inspirational sea movie.
exactly. As we go into the open sea.
As the stars came out, we had no idea this perfect day was about to flip on us. The plan was to clear out, take in some of the best snorkeling in the Caribbean, and then leave tomorrow.
But little did we expect to change.
So naively, we go off and experience some of the local cuisine.
As highly unusual as it is, we have beer in hand and we're going cheers.
Yeah.
And after that, a walk through town to see the old fort and get some provisions. The thought was to show you some of the history and culture of Statia, since it is a stop all cruisers should make.
We were cut short by a phone call from Jennifer and Campbell.
We're just finishing up in town, and Jennifer and Campbell have called.
And suddenly, this turns from a nice relaxing day into a decision.
A French couple came by, saying they were leaving immediately. Huge north swells already hit the British Virgin Islands and are moving south.
The problem is that Statia is wide open to the northwest, which is exactly where the large waves are coming from.
But we've got options.
Yeah, and none of them are ideal.
We either go 4 hours south to St. Kitts, or 6 hours north to St. Mark.
And the weather models? Not super convincing that the problem is even happening.
60% show impact north of us, 40% show not directly here.
So now it's a judgment call. Trust the forecast or play it super safe.
Jennifer and Campbell say we go.
Yeah, but I'm not fully convinced. A couple that came by were French.
Ha! But we've got guests on board,
Fair enough.
and that means we don't gamble. Jennifer and Campbell called us, so it's on their minds.
If we go south, add 4 hours that way. Then back here a few days later, changing our schedule. Then they have to fly home really shortly. If we go north, we have a bit of a night sail and anchor in the dark.
Through fish traps, which we never do.
Perfect. Great. Awesome.
So cut our tour short and race back to Monashee,
Lift our anchor.
and immediately get out to sea with potentially high seas.
We simply do not know what we are headed into.
Thanks for sharing our journey and subscribing, and check out this next video, as we believe Tom Hanks would like it too.
If we survive this.
Voice have no need to fight. We watch them while they plotting our demise.